talk about monuments built in the name of love, history usually remembers emperors. Stories like Taj Mahal become the symbol of devotion across the world. But standing here in Delhi is yet another monument of love, which a very few people talk about. And why? Because this time the story wasn't written by an emperor, it was written by a woman.
For centuries, this monument has stood at the heart of Delhi. Tourists come here to admire its architecture. Historians celebrate it as a milestone in Mughal design. Many call it the predecessor of the Taj Mahal. Yet, hidden beneath these descriptions is a story rarely told. A story that begins with a woman. Her name was Bega Begum. She is often introduced simply as the wife of Humayun, but reducing her story to a title overlooks the remarkable role she would play in shaping one of India's most important monuments. Before this tomb became a landmark, it was an idea. And before it was an idea, it was grief.
Humayun's death marked the end of an emperor's journey, but for Bega Begum, it marked the beginning of something else, remembrance. In an era where women were hardly acknowledged behind the royal chambers, Bega Begum commissioned a monument which is remembered as one of the greatest ones history had ever seen.
The year was 1555. Humayun had finally reclaimed his throne after years of exile and uncertainty. And soon, the Mughal Empire appeared secure once again. Then, without warning, everything changed in 1556. Historical accounts tell us that the emperor fell from the staircase of his library while responding to the call for prayer. Within days, he was gone. For the empire, it was a political crisis. For Bega Begum, it was the loss of a companion who had shared years of hardship, exile, and return. What remained was memory, and she was determined to preserve it.
What makes the monument extraordinary is not just the beauty, but the influence. The red sandstone, the white marble, the gardens, the symmetry. Many of these elements later inspired the Mughal architecture. One of the examples, the Taj Mahal itself.
In the 16th century, royal women rarely received recognition for the monuments they commissioned. Their influence often remained hidden behind the names of kings and emperors. But Bega Begum chose a different path. She envisioned a monument unlike anything India had seen before. Not merely a burial site, not merely a symbol of royal power, but a place where memory could survive generations. Years later, she would travel to Makkah and earn the title Haji Begum. Yet, among all her achievements, none would leave a greater mark on history than the monument she created here.
What fascinates me the most is the silence that exists here. Even with tourists around, this place feels extremely personal, almost like grief embedded in stone.
Construction began. Craftsmen, architects, engineers, and laborers worked for years to bring the project to life. The design drew inspiration from Persian traditions while introducing ideas that would transform Indian architecture. Every pathway was carefully aligned, every garden deliberately planned, every structure placed with purpose. But behind these architectural decisions stood a woman whose vision guided the entire project. Without Bega Begum, this monument would never have existed.
Millions of people visit Humayun's tomb every year, mostly admire the architecture. A very few people actually choose to remember the women behind the tomb. And that says a lot about who history chooses to remember.
Its charbagh layout represented the idea of paradise. Its red sandstone walls and white marble details established a visual language that future Mughal monuments would follow. Decades later, Many of these same ideas would appear in the Taj Mahal. Yet, while the world remembers the emperor who commissioned the Taj Mahal, few remember the woman whose monument laid the foundation for that architectural legacy. Perhaps that is why this place feels different. It carries two stories at once. One belongs to an emperor whose life was marked by exile and return. The other belongs to a woman who refused to allow that life to be forgotten. Every corridor seems to echo both stories together.
Bega Begum did not build this monument for power. She built it so that somebody she loved would never be forgotten. Ironically, the history remembered the tomb but slowly forgot her.
The monument eventually became the resting place of many members of the Mughal family. More than a tomb, it became a repository of memory. Generations passed through these grounds, empires changed, rulers came and went, yet Bega Begum's purpose remained intact. Humayun's memory endured exactly as she intended.
Maybe monuments are more than just architecture. They are memories that survive time. Hidden inside the walls of Humayun's tomb is the story of a woman who refused to let her love disappear from history.